to do now is the third exit on the roundabout, which in effect is a right-hand turn. Now, as with any right-hand turn, lane position is critical.
So, the usual sequence: rear view mirror, indicate right-hand door mirror, the coast is clear so I can edge over, left centre of the road, braking, looking now at the roundabout to make sure there's nothing coming from my right, down into second gear, coast is clear, onto the roundabout I go. For this one I must hug the island, and as I get to that exit I can indicate left, and looking up the road I'm approaching, coast is clear so I can stay in by the curb.
That's very good now.
And now to recap. If you are taking the first exit off the roundabout, indicate left on the approach, treat it as a normal left-hand turn, and the same procedure applies. If you intend going straight on, then you do not indicate on the approach, but you must indicate left as you pass the first exit. You must keep to the left at all times, on the approach, on the roundabout, and as you leave it. If you intend taking the third exit, indicate right on the approach. As you pass the second exit, indicate left and leave the roundabout keeping left. In all cases, yield to traffic coming from your right.
Okay, Ray, I want you to take the next left turn here. That's important that you keep in close to the curb and not to swing wide on the corner.
Would that be a common failure point?
It would indeed, particularly going down a hill. And this is a typical hill they use for hill starts. So just pull in along the left here now.
Rear view mirror and
try not to stop at anyone's gate.
And neutral. Cancel the indicator. Now the hill start seems to be a problem for a lot of people.
Yes, for most people this is true. Essentially the object of the exercise is to move off without rolling back. Now a lot of people get too concerned about the vehicle controls, but the observation is an important aspect of it as well.
So they get caught up in where the foot is on the accelerator and stuff and they forget about observation.
That's correct, they move off without looking over their shoulder or checking the mirrors at all.
So we've loads of things to think about. Let's go then. So first up, we put it into first gear. Then we check the rear view mirror, indicate right, just check over the shoulder. Now the all-important part, I increase the pressure on the accelerator and I'm trying to get this biting point. I check my rear view mirror again, look over my right shoulder, ease off the handbrake, and then we should be on our way.
That's it. At least you looked over your shoulder. A lot of people have failed to do this. It's a common failure point on the test.
Just straight on?
Drive straight on. Going to do the reverse round the corner. The tester will ask you to park after the next turn on the left. So indicate left as you pass the junction and pull up about 3 cars from the corner. tester will now ask you to reverse round the corner.
So what's important about this manoeuvre?
Plenty of observation, keeping in reasonably close to the curb, and use clutch control to keep the car at a slow pace.
As far as I can remember, I'm allowed to remove my safety belt for this and adjust myself in the seat.
That's correct. You can actually turn your back into the door, whatever gives you the optimum view.
Okay, so I'll remove my safety belt then.
Indicate left, into reverse gear, handbrake off, and looking over the left shoulder. Again, using clutch control to keep the car at a slow pace. Plenty of observation at the back.
Okay, so when I get to this point, I have to look over my right shoulder just to check for any oncoming traffic. Coast is clear, so I can continue.
This is a vital point of the manoeuvre. Be careful not to clip the curb or swing too wide. Keep the car very slow, using clutch control.
You were saying a reasonable distance. How far is that from the curb?
Approximately 2 feet. Now keep going. I'm going to stop about there now.
Okay, so handbrake on, into neutral, and I must remember, of course, to replace my seatbelt. What now?
The tester will usually tell you to either turn left or right.
So I have to move off first.
That's correct.
So the procedure is first gear, rear view mirror, apply indicator, check over your right shoulder, just a quick check in the rear view mirror. The coast is clear, so we can move away.
Now we're to turn right up here at the junction.
Okay. Right hand brake. Coast is clear. Where we go? Looking left and right as we come out.